Hi, I'm Alom Shaha, and along with a few friends of mine, I'm helping out with a campaign called The Month of Making. Basically, we want to encourage people to make at least one Christmas present this year instead of buying it. So over the course of the next month or so, we'll be publishing a series of videos in which we show you how to make things that we think would make for genuinely good presents. There are lots of good reasons for doing this. You could save some money, and you could, in a small way, help to reduce the huge amounts of waste that are produced at this time of year. You might learn a little bit about the science and engineering behind some of the makes, but really, for us, it's about sharing the joy that you can have from making stuff, and we believe that there's something really special about giving people homemade gifts. The people behind the Month of Making are from a diverse range of backgrounds, from engineers to watchmakers, clay workers to teachers. I'm a science teacher myself, but I'm really coming at this from the perspective of a parent of two children aged 3 and 4.5. Ever since they were born, I've been making stuff to entertain and amuse them, and you can see some of the toys I've made with them over at my website alomshaha.com. But today I want to show you a game called Sinkeroo. This is my suggestion for the Month of Making. It's a game for 2 or more players, although there is a version you can play by yourself. As you can see, I've got a Tupperware container and I've just stuck a label on it with the name of the game, Sinkeroo. And I'm sure if you're a bit more artistically inclined than I am, you could make this look a lot prettier and maybe find a nicer container. It doesn't have to be a Tupperware one. Inside, I've typed out the instructions to the game and stuck them on a bit of card. You can download these on my page for the Month of Making. And then the key components of the game are a jam jar lid, in fact a Branston's pickle lid here. This is quite a nice one because it's quite deep, that comes in handy. And then these other bits and pieces, and these are really important actually. They're just random objects that I've collected, but I've really enjoyed this bit particularly because you need to put a little bit of thought into finding objects that are quite different in shape and size, and particularly the weight, because that helps to make the game a lot more challenging and interesting. You've probably worked out how the game works from the name Sinkeroo, which I kind of borrowed, if you like, from the name Buckaroo, which is a very similar game, but you're loading up a pony which suddenly bucks. And I think that this game is actually slightly more sophisticated and challenging. In this case, you fill the tub up with water, you place the boat or the jam jar lid on the water, and then you take it in turns to load one item at a time onto the boat until it sinks, and whoever makes the boat sink is the loser. Forgot to mention, I've got a lovely old bit of pink tissue paper which I put in the box just to make the whole thing a little bit more fancy. Now, I promise you this game is actually lots of fun to play, and I've played it with my own daughters, and if I hadn't already made it for them, I'd probably be giving it to them for Christmas.